Besides, Brother Block.
Hello, and welcome to Thursday night. I am JM, your GM, and this is the Fat Five. We are getting into it.
Pronunciation is everything, man.
What?
You can't call us the Fat Five.
I didn't call you the Fat Five, the Fat Five.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'd like to say we're just going to jump in here, but the group has been planning for like 2 weeks, and Ben is bald.
Almost. Yeah.
But, yeah, you.
Not quite. Like, Jam's actually bald.
We're going to get started. When we last left the group off, they had decided not only do we have access to Darkhold, but we have a glory, and so we are going to try and take out a stelae. And you guys took out a backup one. You had torturous visions of possible futures that exist in Darkhold for you. And when we last left off, you guys were about to embark on heading into the burned out building that houses this active stelae. Now, before we get started, I know that Zorba had something that he definitely wanted to do, and that you said you wanted to do, Kit, because you guys met up with Kowalski outside the building. They asked how you got there. You were like, I don't know, it doesn't even make any sense. But you caught up to them in time, and Kowalski is voiced by Magic Bulwark in my head.
I
Zorba.
accept this.
Yeah, I want to use my famous perk to get a not a contact,
A connection
a
card?
connection card.
All right. There's a lot of cards in this deck now. Just so many. Kit.
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm also going to play
Zorba.
I'm also going to play Rally, which allows everyone to discard as many cards as they wish, and then refill their hands up to full.
All right. So, how many cards do you want, sir?
Let me see.
What's
What it
full
is.
again for us? I keep forgetting.
Normal is 4,
And not including Cosm or including?
not including the Cosm. And then you have 1 extra because of the glory.
Okay.
So we should have a total of
You should have a total of 5.
not including Cosm.
Not including.
Not including Cosm. Correct.
All right, then I will take 2.
All right. Kit.
I would like 3, please.
All right.
Thank you.
2 pairs showing to Kit.
Just one.
Just that's Deadlands. It's All right, let's start just a big discard pile there in the center. Ben.
Lovely.
I'm keeping all of them.
All right. Brother Block, how many are you? You want 5 brand new ones.
You can burn it all.
All right, you ready, Ben? Second chance. Action. Reconnect. Idea. And coup de grace. All right, you got him? All right, so.
So now I want to do my thing, which I want to cast Contemplation, which lets me draw some cards if I want to switch out some cards.
Okay.
So I guess I need to cast that probably. It's a DN10 for
Okay.
divination.
Hey, Mr. Furious. Good to see you tonight.
It was a 14.
Okay.
How
many cards does that let you see?
If that's a regular success,
That
then
is.
that would be I get to draw 2 cards and then discard 2.
All right. You want to cut, or you want the top 2 off the top?
I would like it cut. Yes.
Just in case you're cheating, Mr. GM.
Thank you.
Delilah, is there anything you would like to do to prepare before going into whatever it is inside? Mr. Furious, Zorba found this at a local store, and I will be looking through this later this week. It's complete. It's the original. It's not complete. There's no 20-sided die, but that does not matter. It's got the newsletter in here as well, which is awesome.
It also has the character sheets of the previous owner.
That's right.
From
There's a
circa,
whole Stormlight Night
1991.
party in there, which is amazing. We may have to do a one-shot and revive this guy's characters in Torg Eternity. So, Delilah, is there anything you would like to do before heading into...
I feel like there should be something, but I can't think of anything. So.
All right.
I also am prepared.
Prepared. Okay.
Wait, I have one last thing to do.
Yes.
I'm going to play my connection card
Okay.
for an ally to show up.
All right.
And you can have that happen whenever or however you want.
And aid. All right.
But preferably before we all die.
Also, probably female and not otherwise romantically entangled.
That's the opposite of why I'm playing this.
But I need to get some more possibility.
All right.
It could be a love triangle.
So,
Kowalski?
not Tom Burdett. Just, I was showing this off before, as the group was preparing. Look what Zorba, also known as Gabe, found for me. It is an original Torg. It's not just the box; it's actually full. So, the warehouse stands in, well, not the warehouse, the burned out building. It has vaguely, as I said, religious overtones, like large, tall windows, but they're all broken out. You can't see what the glass may have held. There looks like there may have been statues or no, I didn't notice that, Grady. Or other masonry art, but those have been ripped down. The mosaics on the floor have been just destroyed. You don't know what this once was, but you get the feeling that something sacred has been defiled. What's the plan?
Is there anybody, can we see any signs of activity?
Not on the outside, but Delilah did scout it out, and she said she saw things moving around in the darkness, but did not roll very well on her find list 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so we don't know what we're running into.
You do not. You just know that you're running into an anchor point of...
Je pense que j'ai mon idea card.
What?
None of us understood any of that.
I think I'll just play my idea card.
You'll just play your idea card?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good idea of how to infiltrate the building safely. Like, what's the best time? When do the guards shift? Who knows?
So, Brother Block, as you look at this thing, you get an overwhelming sense of dread, as if this might be the first path leading down to your torturous visions revelation. You don't see any guards. The sun is low in the sky, giving it kind of an umbrous look to the in the sunset. And kind of to your best guess, it is Brother Block, so you don't see any guards. You don't really see anything moving inside. Delilah said she saw something moving, but now is the time, and
This is the place.
this is the place. Unless, of course, you would like to come back later with another glory.
I know, but I think if Brother Block knows that, he's going to be hard to slow down. So, hammer in tow. I'm kind of marching towards the door. It's clearly obvious we're supposed to go now.
Excellent.
All right. The door, one of the wooden doors is gone. The other one hangs from a hinge that just screeches like something wailing in the night. And again, like last time, as I described to Delilah, as you walk in, it looks like something chewed through this marble floor and dug down into the earth. And in the center of this thing, as you walk in, It's pitch black in here. Despite the windows being broken, it looks like people have staked up blankets and tapestries to kind of cover the walls. They just kind of move sinuously just in the periphery of your vision. You don't feel a breeze blowing, but they all seem to be moving. You can clearly hear something like slithering against each other, kind of down in this pit, but it's got like a metallic rasping noise to it. And as your eyes slowly adjust, you can see down in the base of this crater, a soft green light kind of pulses. It's very weak, but Kowalski, you've seen Sarkoldian stela before. That is one of them, and it is active, and you can feel the Kur seems very close to you right now.
This is the place.
So, what's the plan?
How do we destroy it?
I'm glad you asked. So, to uproot a stela is a feat worthy of song. One of the divisions in the Delphi Council will definitely sing tales.
Propaganda team.
Yeah, I think isn't it Division Homer? Division Homer.
They do hip hop songs about us.
No.
Come on, man.
It's all Turkish pop.
So it is a dramatic task.
Uh-huh.
You will have to. It is a reality-based task, and you will have to go through the 4 steps to basically unroot this stela from the reality that it is plugged into before finally physically uprooting it and destroying it. Now, hey, thanks, Mr. Furious, the Homer division. After the guy who wrote the Iliad, yes.
Well, yeah, I think hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said hip hop, and I was like, Ben, where are you going with this?
Well, but see, like in Mexico, like all the cartels have all like these like mariachi, but like modern hip hop mariachi,
You are a wealth of delightful
who
information.
write
Where
these
are you
terrible
at running this
songs
game? Like,
about their exploits, their latest exploits.
if you guys go to the Living Lands, I just need you to know that a cartel-sponsored mariachi hit squad may be sent. Now we all were like, "Ooh, that's the game we should play." Essentially, you just have to like move through this.
So it's like 4 reality tests.
Yeah,
A, B,
based on
C, D.
A, B, C, D, based off the steps on the card.
Okay.
Um,
And then it's just do that and survive.
do that and survive.
So right now,
Do that or survive.
right now, there's no guardians.
Preferably.
Here.
That you can. Why don't you give me a find roll as you step in there, Kowalski?
Yeah, because I'm really good at that. It's not even one of my skills.
The group has discovered that Kowalski has the best chance of taking out this stela, so it's going to be up to the rest of you to defend his
Honor.
brain box that is not there.
He got scammed on. If I don't have the actual fine skills, that can be mine.
It's going to be mine. Yes,
That's also bad.
Good
Yeah.
news.
I don't make the.
So that's a -4 to my 5, so that's a 1.
Looks clear, Kowalski.
Yes. Let's do this.
All right.
Don't follow us questions here.
I think the guards are up for lunch.
All right, so rushing into the stela. Is that the plan?
At least
Yeah.
slowly saunter in quietly.
Yeah. You guys can give me a stealth check.
Well, anybody else doesn't have stealth.
Oh, maybe.
That would be a dexterity check then.
I do have
There.
that.
Oh, my dex is so
Oh,
low.
nice. Exploding dice.
Okay.
It's starting off strong.
What if you explode and then roll a natural 1?
That counts as a 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything less than
Oh!
Wait, so how do
You add these together, so 20 plus
I can only
2
reroll a
31.
7 on
And then
spells, right? With my
This is plus 10.
magic
Your stealth.
gifted
you
numerologist.
will have to look at that. I do
Once
not know.
again, Delilah is Batman.
With a gun.
And a machete.
So Thomas wins.
So the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Punisher also works. Alright. Gosh Darn it, this is not bode well.
I rolled a 20 plus 14
So 34.
plus my
Yeah, it could
16
be.
of stealth.
Yeah, so you're 16 of stealth, and then the 34 gives you a plus 10 to your skill. So you're at a 26 stealth. So nobody knows where Delilah is.
She disappears in the darkness.
Kit, who thinks she's really
Yeah,
stealthy.
no, of course she does. You
But
always assume you're
I
successful.
always assume that I'm really stealthy, but I forget that as a mummy I have a really raspy breath. Because with my original 6 and my roll of -2, I'm at 4.
All right.
Kowalski out with a 6.
I assume you found sort of like a maybe like a wind chime falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
That's how I breathe. Yeah.
Just like crumpling paper.
I got 6.
Cool.
That's
Uh,
negative
All the
6.
creepy arms.
We're doing
So we all shout at the top of our lungs.
Cowabunga! Guys, be quiet!
This is the place.
It's the time. You got a brother block out of 4.
And
yeah, no, I've got this all done.
Okay.
the idea that also now
That's right. It goes 26, 6644. All right.
I
Well,
am tired for that.
as you are the stealthiest person, do you want the top drama card? Do you want me to cut? Do you want me to shuffle? What would you like? Cut. All right, like that.
Mhm.
Then just back on top. No. All right. The first card, as you guys creep down into this, again, the rasping noise suddenly stops. All of the tapestries kind of get sucked against the wall and stop writhing. Again, all you can see is from this tiny soft glow at the bottom, you can see the stela. Delilah, you are moving like a shadow in the night, kind of moving around the edge of this pit. You can see it's kind of tiered down as if something chomped, and the chomping got smaller as it went down. The rest of your companions seem to find every discarded plate, candelabra. They are
Just like wearing one of the like belly dance skirts.
they are stage whispering to each other to be quiet. You're gonna get us all caught. And the first card is Wolfie's just fine. It does have step A on it, so you can start with that. Heroes go first. Villains get a flurry, so they get to go twice. Intimidate and maneuver are the approved actions.
Okay.
So, Kowalski, do you want to? You're
Let's
what's your
start
plan?
this
Are you
party
going
off. So
down?
I'm going down.
Okay.
I am pulling a plug out of my wrist. I am finding the appropriate port on the stela.
I like you said appropriate port.
I did appropriate port.
Mm-hmm.
Any port in a storm, but this is not a storm. And I plug into the grid.
I feel like that
The
should
storm has a name, you know.
That's right. The storm.
The storm has a name.
All right. So you were going to attempt.
This is my first attempt. I'm going to attempt to contact the thing inside.
Okay.
I'm going to try and shut this baby down.
All right. So
I'm
here's
going to do that with intimidation.
no. We clearly went over all of the rules, Ben. This is
That's the approved action,
Okay, would it
man.
work if you intimidated Jam into letting it happen?
I don't think that'll work.
All right. So,
All right.
give me your reality roll. It is a DN 14.
Okay, so I just need a +1, so I need a 13 or higher to nail this. All right. That's a 13. Yes.
All right.
It's on the money.
All right. So you plug into this thing, and immediately the world expands as you kind of focus in on the thrall brain that is just kind of pulsating. And you are standing on this blasted wasteland with this thrall with it gets struck by lightning. The clouds are roiling above you. The lightning strikes the thrall brain, and you can see it seems to form a body out of electricity. And you hear a deep, resonant note, and you get this feeling as if something that you do not want looking at you is looking at you.
I give it the finger.
Play a card, you fool.
What else are you guys doing this round as you are being so sneaky? So sneaky.
I said that prayer. It was a very old prayer. It's called Ward Enemy.
Okay.
And I got 20. So everyone, as long as I concentrate, has a +2 to their defenses.
Ooh.
And if a supernatural evil creature tries to hit you and misses, they are then stunned.
Okay.
What if I, being a supernatural creature, try and hit someone? Supernatural evil creature.
If you try to hit yourself, it is a lose-lose situation for you.
Okay, that's okay. So no self-harm in
Yourself.
in this
Why do you
scenario.
hit yourself?
All right, so +2. Okay, cool.
I'm going to requisition something.
What would you like to requisition?
That's a good question, gang. What should I requisition? I got a lot of possibilities, so let's make it big.
Well, you are in the middle of a reality, so big maybe have to wait. You're in the middle of Tharkle, so
Well, it's what I would have already.
right. But I'm saying like bringing a tank through the sewers wouldn't necessarily work.
Right.
Okay. What do you guys want?
Exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Remember, my original suggestion was just an already destroyed stela that we could put in place of this one.
Like just bend reality to
Yeah.
flip them.
There's such a thing as an eternity shard, and it just contains extra possibilities. It's pretty rare, but because we were working with the Delphi Council, you might have gotten them to release one.
That
I
works.
mean, you probably have to roll pretty high to get it.
Good call out.
I will give you. Okay, so I'm going to set the DN of this at heroic, so 18 to requisition an eternity shard for something like this.
Okay.
So do you have to is it like Excalibur appears in his hand?
No, he'll have something with him. I'm gonna pull something up.
So
The ring. They have the one in Tharkhold is a skull stick shift for your car.
spending a possibility, and that's a 20
Oh yeah, baby.
and a 13. So that is
What's that?
30.
57?
So that's 33 plus 14 for 47.
That's the glory.
We already have one in place. Putting
Okay,
another one in
but
place.
So
is
it's
doing it.
plus 13.
Good question.
So 26,
You hand me the
27,
911.
28. A 28.
Okay.
It's a really good reality show.
All right. So on your way out, kind of flashing back,
Mhm.
it's not even so much from.
Oh, the
It's not even so much from
voice of the headless would have had.
the Delphi Council as it is from Azra. She shows up and she gives you a pair
True loves.
of
Kiss.
wide bracers made from gold inlaid with tiny red and blue mottled stones. So, I'm going to let you read this. It is up to you if you want to use it.
Sure.
Okay. It has 3 possibilities in it. Tapping difficulty is a reality test that you would have to hit. And it tells you what its powers are and what the restrictions are if you choose to wear this eternity shirt.
I'm just going to imagine that they're cufflinks.
All right. Kit,
Okay, so
everything has gone eerily quiet.
we're in here. Everything's on eerily quiet. I still can't see anything.
You can't see anything
Right.
real well, yeah.
Okay, how far away? You're over at the stela, right?
Yeah. Yes, I'm plugged in.
I think I would like to cast my armor spell And how we've talked about manifesting my armor spell is a cool and very intimidating thing that I want to see if I could just do a blanket intimidation on anyone there at the same time.
You'd have to have a target for your intimidation.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Scariest mummy in the room.
Greg, I appreciate that. Default DN of the Torg value is based on price. 18 is only 250K, but the attorney shard would be many millions. He did get to a 28. So I'm going to let this ride for right now.
I'm cool. You can give me something else.
Well, no, a 28's value is more than enough to cover this, I think. No, it's not. It's only 400,000.
Give me something else. I'm cool with it.
We'll use that as. I'll give you something else. It'll be a. She does provide you with something. She gives you a pulp device for use for the
Sounds great.
thing. You have a force field, and I will hand that over to you. Thanks, Greg.
Sounds great.
All right, sorry, Kit.
Okay. So I want to target one of the weird cloth things because I have decided that I think that those are also villains.
Okay.
Tapestries.
Yes. So I'm going to cast my armor and hope that that thing is something that's intimidated by me and not just a curtain. But even if it were a curtain, I feel like it's still very in line with Kit. So,
The whole
Okay.
but
Egyptian cat thing.
with
you
my
got that.
armor spell, we've talked about how when I cast it, it's my eyes glow and I kind of levitate a little bit, and all the bugs and dirts and everything swirls around me like a really creepy mummy, but in a way that protects me.
Go for it.
Okay, but since I'm also trying to make this intimidate,
So
would
it's
it be
one roll. You're gonna multi-action. Yep.
perfect? Rolled a 2.
Nice. Strong start.
Great.
Do you want to spend a possibility on this? No, you're just gonna accept it.
This, as we know, I'm gonna need it on much more important things later because I
Something
will
happens.
not roll well.
And you can see like the marble, what marble's still here, that the tiles kind of vibrate a bit, stones start bouncing about, dirt clods start falling down into the pit, striking Kowalski's unconscious body as he lies there like some sort of techno-demon junkie hooked up to an IV port that is, essentially a Tharkoldian.
I'm cradling the boom Bjorn in the other arm.
Sure.
What do I do?
Don't forget to put a card in play. Do you want to turn that on, Zorba?
Sure.
All right. Zorba crackles with a hum of electricity. You want to sit and wait?
Yeah, I don't even know what I can do without killing everyone.
You know, you maneuver.
I like how you call it. All right. As you guys watch, suddenly, you had good instincts.
Oh, but since I failed, I'm now sad that I was right.
Yes. So the first thing that happens is all of the tapestries kind of blow straight out in from all the way around. And there is this horrible wail that just runs through the whole place. And it picks up Kit and tries to throw her against the wall.
Ah.
What is it?
You don't see anything. You
Oh.
feel this massive force around you. Kit, what's your defense? What is your dodge +2?
11.
Okay, so it's not an outstanding success. And your toughness.
So much lower. It's 7.
You will take a wound and 2 shock as you are thrown against the wall by this force. And that's when, Delilah, you see it. You have flashbacks to that tiny little town in Sherman, Illinois, as hands start punching through the dirt and clawing their way out.
Okay.
Kowalski, you would know what these things are, but you are in the
to
curve.
find out that there was a zombie invasion without him.
There was a zombie invasion without him. And this first turn, 13 zombies pull themselves free.
Wonderful.
If you only do unplug me, just do it. We'll
Just do it.
We'll do this the old-fashioned way.
The second thing is as they pull themselves free, you can see they all have eyes that are just glowing with the same sort of malevolent light, this kind of viridian glow that matches that of the stela, and it pulses in time. but you get the feeling there's something else going on here, because when they come out of the ground, they're wearing like the scale armor of like the late like Byzantine period, and breastplates, with rotted silks and linens
So
just
very modern
hanging
to
from
you.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
much modern than you.
Ooh,
You
so
also see
stylish.
guys with like tabards that look a lot like brother blocks, but they're torn and they're ripped, and they look like they may have had a cross on them at
Sweet.
one
The
point.
Dead Crusaders?
Yeah.
Dead Crusaders and Dead Saracens. And they run to attack as their second action.
Cool.
So there are 13 of them, and there are 4 of you. That works out to 3 apiece, plus an extra one on Brother Block.
I'd have a machete and a cool sword.
Oh, wait, they don't see you. That works out to 1, 2, 3, 4 apiece and 1 on Brother Block. We'll start with Brother Block. Brother Block, what's your defense? Oh, it's a 20, so I'm going to just assume that one hits.
12.
All right. As the zombies come lurching toward you as a horde, they are going to combine their attacks. So,
Bunker mount.
an extra +2, so 6. 6 up over. So, I'm sorry, it was a 12. So they hit you with 1 bonus die of damage. What's your toughness right now?
17.
All right.
17. You will take 2 shock from this attack as they just dogpile on top of you.
They will take 8 points of damage and 8 points of damage plus 1 BD of damage for hitting my shield.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Exploding dice. Exploding dice.
Leading to exploding zombies.
10 points of damage.
How much?
13.
13. One of the 13 attacking you fries as they do this. Kit, what is your defense?
Another dodge plus the
Yeah.
2. 11.
11. Well, I got a 5, so that takes my unarmed combat rating from 12 to 8. So they miss you, and then
My dodge
at
plus 2
Yep.
from Brother Block
Yep.
is 11.
is 11. So they manage to get you for base damage, which is 14. So as they dogpile on top of Zorba, I have your toughness at 10. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, you take 2 shock as they just
All right.
spend their second action just pummeling you into the ground. We are now going to the next card. Judgment Day.
Okay.
This sounds good.
The character who has suffered the most shock, GM's call on the time. Who has taken shock so far? It's all 2. I'm going to make Brother Block very vulnerable this round.
Oh.
And heroes go first, villains go second. Trick is the approved action.
Is it a B?
It's somebody on your side.
But what's our stat? Or what's the action? The stat?
There is an A, and there's a B on this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Rolling that. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's an 11, so that's a 0.
Spend that possibility.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna spend that possibility.
I mean, we're halfway there.
You living on a prayer?
16. So yeah, that'll get me there. That'll get me 3 plus, so 16.
A 16. All right. What does it look like as you meet this like embodiment of the stela?
Can I? So what does it look like? Does it look like?
It looks like a electrified nervous system standing in front of you. There's like pieces of it's ripping free pieces of concrete that's sort of bonding it and forming a second skin.
Kowalski is. I stand there like, in a loincloth? Have I got any weapons?
What is Kowalski's sort of ideal avatar version of himself look like?
Just Tom Selleck.
Yeah,
nothing-
basically
nothing
Tom
else.
Selleck.
Okay.
He's Tom Selleck.
Then you look like Tom Selleck.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to take my sunglasses off.
Of course.
I'm going to point at this guy,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to say, "This ain't your town, brother. This is Istanbul."
Unstable.
I regret nothing that's about to happen. Okay, we're on the same page. Okay, cool. Rest of my heroes, what are you guys doing? You got a 14.
I got a 16.
A 16, perfect.
Perfect.
So with the zombies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do this, but we all know that I want to do a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
I mean, you should do.
You can always ask me
You always
questions.
say that, and I always catch on fire.
You can always ask, like, because remember, there is nothing is hidden in Torg. You can be like, what is their dodge?
Yeah, what is there?
8.
Okay.
Are
I
these
just always
zombies-
set myself on fire every time, though. It's always me.
It's great. No, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm gonna think on it while you guys go.
Are these zombies hard to trick? Are they
No.
trickable? Or are
Um,
they mindless?
they are immune to intimidate and taunt for being mindless, but they are not immune to being tricked.
I'm going to, like, sort of stand next to some of the Saracen zombies and pretend to be a zombie.
Give me a trick roll.
It works in Walking Dead, like
All right, so there
every
are
third episode.
4 of them on you.
Uh-huh.
So, do you want to try and trick all of them? One of them?
Oh, they're literally like on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how well you took. They came in swinging,
Okay, then I'm just gonna.
but they might
literally
have lost you in the mid.
No, I'm just gonna literally play dead.
All right, so if you're going to try and trick all 4 of them, it will be
All 4
a
of them.
-6 to your roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like Zorba's default response is play dead.
Okay.
That's why they call him Zorba the Possum Aladdin.
Okay. So 15, 2, and trick is mind. Is it a? It's a -6 to the result or a -6 to the roll?
The -6 to the total at the end.
Oh, okay. Then I got a 6. So
Their trick is 10.
I'm gonna spend a possibility.
All right, go for it. Who's going to go next while Zorba rolls this up? Delilah, are you going to
How
wait in?
many zombies do I have on?
None, because you were stealthing at the time.
Ugh. So who? He's
There,
being
there are
attacked?
4 on everybody else.
But also, block
Nope.
Look.
is very vulnerable, right?
He is very vulnerable.
And he
So
has 4 on him.
He does have 4.
I'm gonna get my machete and my sword.
Okay, and you're just going to go waiting in? All right. Roll. Go ahead and give me a melee combat roll at -2 because you're going to try and hit both of them.
13.
13? All right, you trick all of them into believing you are dead. Do you want to stymie them as they look around for you, or do you want to make them vulnerable as they're very confused?
I want to make them vulnerable.
So vulnerable?
Both.
Yeah,
I
what's
choose
one of
both.
each?
Jam.
Porque no los dos.
So plus melee.
Yep.
That's a 18.
18 with the -2?
With the -2, so 16.
16 is enough to get a good success on both of them. So what's the...
Excellent.
Well, so you're going to roll a bonus die of damage for each. What are the base damage on your machete and your sword?
So that's 2.
Yeah, 1d6 on each of them. Yeah. So what's the base damage on your machete?
11 plus 2.
So 13.
And then I don't know what the base damage is on that cool sword that I got.
Oh. Zorba, do you have the base damage on the cool sword?
I do. So strength +2,
Okay, what's your strength?
It's
armor piercing 4.
9. So
9.
plus 2.
So you're at 11. Go ahead and roll the bonus die of damage.
it explodes.
It explodes. Roll again. Okay, so you wade in and you take off 2 of the heads of these zombies that are around Brother Block, coming out of stealth. Delilah, you just wade in. You know how to fight zombies. It's sort of your jam. And two heads go rolling down, and they kind of roll up against Kowalski's skull with a hollow thunk. You're not sure which skull made the noise.
They start gently chewing on one ear.
That's right. One of them is definitely still nibbling. Base damage is a cool sword is enough. Yeah, it's like the speed of a Star Fury. What are you doing, Kit?
I think I'm gonna also trick the ones next to me by
Okay.
just
That's
standing still
And
and then throwing my voice with some alteration, so that they're like, "What?"
All right. Give me your. You're trying to get the 4 on you
Yeah.
off of you. Okay. And then Brother Block, you will be next.
So I rolled a 4.
Nice.
And this is with a -6.
Yes,
right?
you're right now at a -10. What's your?
If ever we needed a dice jail.
Oh, we have a dice jail. Just put it in front of.
I keep changing dice too. I don't know what the problem is. I think I am going to spin a possibility this time.
Go for it. You do. Delilah and Kit, you each have an extra possibility thanks to Padre. He
Yes.
donated 2 of his possibilities to you. I gave them to them
Oh,
already.
yes,
Before
I
we
already
I just wanted to verbally thank Padre on the screen.
Thank you. That one was an 11. So 15 is a +2, and this is to my trick.
Yep.
So it's a 14.
All right. There are definitely some of them who do not, they kind of stare at you. Did you want to make them vulnerable, stymied? What's the plan here?
To be stymied.
Or are stymied?
We were promised flesh.
They were promised flesh. They were
Like, it
not.
looks so dead.
That's right.
Like,
They're
is
a little
this a
confused.
rock? Is this one of us?
I mean,
What
you
a
don't
vibe.
expect jerky at a steakhouse.
That's right. Brother Block, you are up, sir.
Yes, I will hammer 3 of them,
Okay.
which is a -4.
Yes.
I'm going to be very vulnerable anyway, so I will all-out attack, which is a
Okay.
+4.
Okay.
Let's go.
Breaking even on 3 guys. I rolled a 21 altogether.
All right. That definitely hit all 3 of them. So the 2 on you, and then 1 more. Do you want to aid Kit or Zorba?
Yes.
All right. Roll the base damage. It's an outstanding success, so bonus damage. 2 dice of bonus damage.
Excellent.
So we don't like the just
Yeah, nice.
21 damage.
On the first one, all right. Roll again.
So 22
Okay.
damage.
All right.
18 damage.
All right.
2 damage.
Oh, you actually have to be able to pay the cost. But I think that's you still exceeded a 19 even with the -4 to your roll, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what does it look like when you take 3 of these guys out? Thanks, Mr. Furious. As always, have a possibility.
Delilah, having taken out 2 that were near me,
Mm-hmm.
I swing through the pelvises of the other 2 in a full, just swing, pulling them in half. And then from a low vantage point, I swing up on the 3rd one, facing Kit, and go through the ribs and hit the head.
All right. At this point, thunder rolls outside, even though you know there was no cloud in the sky.
I feel like Chad, who is apparently on his hammer, the other end
Yeah.
of his hammer is like, oh!
Are you now also the voice of?
The hammer?
Yeah. All right. So Ben, quick question: do you want me to do everything else, and then what happens to Kowalski, or do you want me to start with Kowalski and then move down?
Whatever works for you.
No, it's your choice. You gotta give me an answer. Gut check.
All right. Give me what happens to Kowalski.
All right. So inside, you can see that this creature has now pulled up chunks of broken car, attaching itself to them. pieces of people who are being crucified off in the distance kind of meld with the metal and the asphalt and the concrete to form a techno-demon reflection of you, but not like you in your stunted good aspirant days, but back in your heydays as a hellraiser. And he stands before you, and when he opens his mouth, you can literally see just this churning vortex of souls spinning around. I need you to give me just a straight mind check. Tell me what you get.
I'm not good at that, man.
Not my problem.
But I got a 17.
Okay.
So let me 17 gives me a +4 to my mind, which is 5. I'm also going to play this willpower card, which gives me a +3.
Okay. That's tossed in the stack. You know what's going on here.
Okay.
You have no way to communicate this. You haven't even hit the defender, like the Steelers' defenses haven't even kicked in yet.
So, but we haven't hit the black ice yet.
This is wherever they put this stela is built on top of a psychic cairn, a mass grave that the torment and pain has become alive in Tharcold. You're pretty sure wherever your friends are in the real world, they're probably being attacked by Guri Apur, which are zombies, essentially.
Okay.
Then this thing is going to attempt to rip you apart with its mind. What is your dodge?
My dodge is actually okay. It's a 14.
Okay. That is okay. I mean, it's not great, but it is okay. Did you get your +2?
It's talking to him. What?
So with the +2 is
Oh, it's
a 16?
Yeah.
All right, so I got a 17.
Dang,
So you feel something start to choke you. What is your toughness, sir?
My toughness is 12.
Is 12. Things start flying at you, and at first you think that you go to clear your throat because it's like dusty in here, but you realize the dust is sort of forcing its way into your mouth and it's choking off your airways. What did you say your toughness was?
12.
Okay, so you take 2 shots from this.
All right. So 1 shot because do my implants apply here?
Sure.
Okay. So all right.
You also can see dark threads flying through the air, kind of coming down in front of you. Outside, the rasping starts again. Kowalski, your dodges. You are technically very vulnerable because you are inside. Cool. You guys see what was causing that rasping noise. And as Kowalski is jacked in, 3 metallic tendrils that end in a sharp, serrated blade. One wraps themselves around Kowalski's neck. The other 2 kind of, sort of, lovingly pick him up and tilt him forward. And the third one snakes right down his throat. What is your dodges?
My dodge is
Your dodge in the real world is up 4 or up 2 but -4, so you're at 12, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And your toughness is 12 still?
Still 12.
Still 12. Nothing has changed in the last 36 seconds.
That's correct.
All right. Well, you are very vulnerable.
Okay. Makes sense.
You take 19 damage, which is up 7. And as the thing goes into your belly, it does a wound and 2 shock to you.
Okay.
Do you want to soak it, or do you want to attempt to hold on to your possibilities for right now?
Well, as it happens, I have this close call card, which allows me to get an outstanding success on any soak. The question is, though, do I save that until I'm really in bad shape?
Don't look at me.
Or
I'm just the GM.
How much was it? How much was it again?
A wound and 2 shock.
A wound and 2 shock. All right, so that's 1 wound and 1 shock for me. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and I'm gonna.
To the rest of you,
take it.
you can see this thing, like Kowalski's throat is bulging, his stomach is bulging, and you're pretty sure you hear that sound like when a blender turns on from the inside of him.
But there's a fork in it because of all my implants.
Mr. Furious says save the
Mom
card.
rushes over and turns it off.
At this point, they don't know you're there. They think you are one of them. So the remaining 7 zombies turn to attack Brother Block and Delilah. So Brother Block, I'm going to have 5 of them attack you. They are dogpiling you. You are very vulnerable, sir. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's...
Not good for us or not good for you?
I'm at a 34. So that's up 10, plus an additional 4 for the dog pile. That's 14 up on... So 23. What is your dodge right now, Brother Block?
Nobody say anything yet.
Oh, we can't hear you, sir.
Okay.
5. Because of the -4.
Okay. So... Brother Block...
Oh, wait. Plus my 2 for the ward enemy, so...
Stay on the table.
7.
All right. And your toughness?
17.
17. All right. So that's up 8. So that is a wound and 2 shock as these things barrel you to the ground.
Yes.
Just gonna take it?
Yes.
All right.
He's really
Delilah,
excited,
what's your
actually.
dodge?
14.
14? All right. They miss you, even with the dogpile bonus, because that is only a plus 3, 4, 5. So they miss you.
JM,
Yes,
should
sir.
I roll the bonus dice of damage on each of those zombies who touched me separately?
No, just
Or
the main
one?
one. It's just the main one, because it's basically he's the actor, the rest are helping.
So that'll be 11 points of damage to that guy.
All right. It has no effect.
This also how Zorba thinks of this party. So
What is that? He's the main one.
and the rest of you were just helping.
I believe that you think that.
I do. Yeah.
But
All
I've
right.
not done much helpful things.
As you guys all watch, dim threads snake through the open windows, striking the ground around the darkness device. You get around the stela. You get the feeling that there is this some presence is aware of what Kowalski is trying to do, and where the dim threads strike, which are kind of these like almost the absence of light as they come down. When they move away, there are now 10 plant-like creatures, 10 Gospog of the first planting, kind of step up. They look at all of you, their jaws distending, and they just scream with that high-pitched whining coming from inside Kowalski's chest. Hot zone. Oh, you guys are getting lucky. There is a C on this card.
I won't be this yet.
Taunt and Trick are the approved actions. All character not immune to radiation. You guys all have to give me a easy DN8 strength test or suffer an immediate wound as radiation blooms in the area.
Would a mummy be immune to radiation?
Is it listed under your immunities?
It's in your book.
I believe you still can take radiation damage.
Ooh.
But I want to say, going all the way back up to one of Greg's initial comments, yes, the Nile Empire mathematician is one of the coolest, like most thematic set of spellcasting in Torg. All right, Kit, Delilah, Kowalski, Brother Block, and Zorba. Everybody give me a strength check.
Is this the radiation test?
Yeah,
Okay.
deal.
Yeah, because it's poison, breathing, eating, fatigue, and other functions required by the living. So
You know what? I'll allow you to just ignore this one.
all right,
Mainly because your dice have just been
they're so
they're
awful.
so awful.
I keep trying to switch to better ones, and they're all mean.
What'd you get?
My strength is a 9.
9? That's good enough. Kowalski?
I'm not doing great here. So my strength is at 8, and I roll a 4.
So that's another wound.
So that's 2.
Okay.
Can I? Never mind.
Zorba, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9? Brother Block? 8? All right. Kowalski, blood starts pouring out of his nose, and out of his ears. You're not sure what it's from, but it doesn't look good for our aspirant. Villains go first, and heroes will suffer a surge on this card. So Kowalski,
But it does have a C, right?
Yeah.
you have to roll a d20, and on a 1, you disconnect.
Okay.
Kowalski, you are
You
restrained.
should play that C's initiative card. Oh wait, but it had a C on it.
Yeah, we want that C.
You see Greg's comment?
It does. It gives you a healthy blow.
Zombies are like, oh,
I will give you a possibility for that one. That was delightful. Ben, I have weirdly good news for you. The restraining tentacles, while still restraining you, rolled a 1 to attempt to Cuisinarch the inside of your stomach. And so you don't take damage from that this turn. However, the you inside the thing comes wailing at you.
other me.
The other you.
Do I need to remind you that other me is kind of a weakling?
Not in this case.
The other me is actually better than me.
Other you is it's really, you know, all of those self-actualization tapes that you've been listening to, they've been working, just not on you, but on like shadow you. Jung would be proud. What is your melee defense?
My melee defense
Yeah.
is 13.
All right, plus 2.
Plus 2, so 15.
All right, it wades into you, and it will do another 2 shot. Nothing strong. It kind of brings both hands against the side of your head, kind of cupped. And at first you scream, and then you realize this is all in your head, but then you burp up some blood. You're not entirely sure what's going on. You have like the worst case of indigestion that you've ever had.
Well, the thing is him, so it thinks he has a brain case.
It does think it's well played. Outside, there's just mass chaos as these zombies continue their attack. We're going to start with Brother Block again. Brother Block, a +5, 14, 6, 16. So you will get hit, but with only 1 bonus die.
How many of these zombies were stymied and...
None of them are this way anymore because they took their turn with the stymied and the vulnerable.
Gotcha, okay.
Go ahead and roll your bonus dice for damage, and then do me a favor and take 7, 18, 2 shot on top of that. Hit. It's not your turn, you're being attacked. Delilah, what is your dodge?
14.
14, so 16, so they miss you again, and then the Gospog come wading in. You get the feeling, all of you, that they are looking right at you as you are dealing with this, because you have pissed something off. Maybe not you. Definitely Kowalski. As they come wading in, let's start here. Zorba, what is your unarmed combat?
Unarmed defense is 7.
All right, so I think that means even my 9 hits you, and your toughness.
My toughness is 10.
All right, so you will take 4 shots from the 2 attacks, and I will need all of you to give me a fear check at the start of your turn. Kit, what's your unarmed combat defense?
With the +2,
Yes.
8.
Well, I rolled a pair of 5s, so as these guys come running in, they hit you at a 6, so they both miss you. It's because of that glow.
It's very disorienting.
Delilah,
So okay. Disco ball between your
one of them hits you
strobing.
for 2 shots. And then Brother Block. One of them hits you, and it hits you really well. You can go ahead and roll your 2 bonus dice of damage, but this thing is coming in through your throat. Hands that are undead and yet somehow plant rake bark-like fingers against the soft patch of your throat. And we'll do a wound and 2 shock to you.
The first zombie to hit me took damage of 23.
All right, so
That was like the lead
Yep.
zombie. The first Gospog to hit me took damage of 18. And
All
the
right.
second one who hit me took damage of 23.
The second one missed you.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so as you guys watch, this shield drone incinerates one of the Gospogs and
Great.
one of the zombies. That's been Gospogs, Kuryu, Tentacles, Psychic damage. Okay, it is now your guys' turn. So I need, first of all, everyone to roll a surge, d20, let me know if you get a 1. And then willpower.
I got a 2.
You're good.
What if I get a natural?
I got a 15.
20 as well.
You guys are just really connected.
This is my home.
This is your home.
Can we roll? Do just that one?
Then I need a spirit or willpower. A willpower or spirit test from you guys.
Kowalski.
No, you're unaware.
What's the number we're trying to
10.
beat? 10?
Yep. Kowalski, you're actually okay.
I think
So-
I got a 6.
How plant zombies are as terrifying as where you're at.
I'm going to spend a possibility on the willpower check.
So I rolled a 16, so that's
Plus 3.
This, I'm just discarding it for a possibility
Go for it.
and a new card.
so a 9.
So what is my, that mean,
Oh, don't worry. I got it.
9.
9. So you are going to be stymied this round.
What does Stymie do again?
It's a -2 to everything that you do. It's very stymied, so it's -4 to everything you do this round.
Okay, because I got a 6.
Okay, so you both are very scared of these Gospog
Cool.
as they come rolling in.
So -4.
-4 just for things this round.
11.
11. All right, you were fine. You can clearly hear the sound of a helicopter outside,
All right.
growing closer.
Excellent.
All right, who's starting where?
All right, should we just start with this reality test?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Brother Block, your armor spell, your ward enemy. I need you to make a concentration check for me.
Beginning of the doors. Blades.
4.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, it's
All right.
over.
None of you have the ward enemy spell.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh,
Who would
no.
like to go first?
Question. Yeah, you go first.
So what's my reality I'm trying to hit? 14 still?
No, at this point, you have now stepped into the C phase of this whole thing, and the stelae is actually being reinforced by the dim threads and the
Okay.
darkness device that it is connected to. So this creature is glowing with more power, maybe a little bit of radiation. It's Darkhold. And the DN is now up to 16.
Okay. Now, is this thing an NPC? Is this thing a... So, originally, from what I understand, there's an actual entity inside of the stela. Is this like a
Yes.
person, a thrall?
Well, there was a thrall, yes, and it
Okay.
is being reinforced by the psychic cairn. that is
So,
underneath
but
it.
the question is it still a person?
Sure,
Okay. Is it a...
it's an amalgam of people.
Okay, but is it a member of the race? Is it a member? Is it?
What was it originally?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely a human.
So it was a human originally. Okay. Let's see here.
You got to go to war with this thing. How does it look in your head in this Kerr space? What is-
Right. But I mean, like, is there a way to break through to that humanity?
No, it is being completely puppeted by the. Well, I mean, anything is possible in Torg. Do you want to think about this a little bit?
So it's like a warning.
All right, Ben's giving me thinking brain. Let's start with Delilah. What are you going to do?
That's no limit. on your-
What are you doing, Delilah? Please kill something. You have 6 zombies. Oh. And definitely 5 more breaking free of the earth.
Ah,
And 9 Gospog. And the 4 tentacles that are currently violating
that's good.
Kowalski.
And I'm assuming they can't be like
Oh, they totally can.
chopped.
Yeah.
Will
That's what I'm
more
gonna
bad stuff happen?
yes.
I mean, probably. It is Darkhold, and you are trying one of the most difficult things to attempt in this game.
At this point, I'm gonna try and chop them.
All right, go ahead and so you go running down into the pit, sliding down, dirt flying around you. The hands of the new zombies trying to catch you, but you manage to slide through them. Give me your attack roll. I do need to know, though, are you using the sword you found with the Nabatans, or are you using your trusty machete?
This one.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead and roll it.
Got 18
So that's a +5
to
melee weapons.
12, so 17.
17 minus the 4 because you're very, very stymied. It's 13. So you hit, and you hack into one of the 10. You don't cut it all the way through, but the blade seems preternaturally sharp and just seems to bite deeper into it. And there is just this spray of acidic liquid that just starts popping and hissing on the ground. You do not want to be struck by it.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it in? Am I getting burned by it because it's on the side of me?
Sue.
If I were to cast, for example, Harmonic Wave on this thrall, since Kowalski is hacked into it, will that also affect him negatively, or will it help him?
Well, so here's the thing. The thrall is essentially protected by the stela, and the stela is damn near impossible to physically destroy until it's been removed from the reality grid. You could probably target the tendrils and maybe prevent Kowalski's insides from becoming his outsides.
Then yes, I would like to do that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Okay, it's a 16, so that is a +3, so that is an 18, but -5, so 13.
All right, one of the tendrils, just the one that Delilah hit, just kind of pops off and falls to the ground, and Kowalski coughs up the remaining 24 to 30 inches of this thing out, and it just comes out with blood and black fluid. Yeah, Kowalski definitely his insides. You feel like you can breathe a little easier in the current.
I'm going to sever another tentacle.
Okay, you're going to run down there.
Yep.
Brother Block, you are. It is you versus 6 zombies and 9 gothbugs.
This is what Brother Block was born for.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Sorba, go in. Blade coming down.
He's
Your
basically just a hammer paladin from Diablo 2, so. Yeah. Okay. It is a melee weapons roll, correct?
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so that's a. So it's gonna be 30, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right. And what's the base damage on the blade?
Strength +2, which is 9.
Okay. Which is 9. All right. So you start hacking through another one. It's spraying this blood out. Kowalski, what do you? Or do you want Brother Black to go first?
Brother Block.
Brother Black?
Yeah.
What was the approved action?
I was going to ask that too.
The approved action is trick and taunt.
I'm not good at either with those.
Lots of cards in your
But
pool that can be played instantaneously.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume that they are all supernatural evil.
Yes, that is a good assumption.
So I get a +1 from my holy fool. So
Which you can thank
I
the
will-
chat for.
I will attempt. I will attempt to taunt the first one and swing on 2 of them.
You're gonna taunt the first. You're gonna taunt a Gospog and swing on 2 of them.
Yeah, so for a full -6, I believe.
Yep.
All right.
-4. Taunt
Right.
1.
Which one is immune to taunt? Are they both immune to taunt? They're both immune to taunt.
They are both immune to taunting.
Yeah, I'm not going to taunt them.
You
I'm
just
going
go
to swing
on
on 3 now.
All right, go for it.
But the possibility on that.
In my head, this looks really cool.
It's not.
They are mindless, Mr. Furious, which is why I was like, nope. Oh, the next one has taunt on there too.
I am going to play a second chance card.
You guys are going to have a lot of things on the board here this next round. Just
Altogether, what will a 14 do?
14 against the Gospogs is a regular success against each of them. If you can get to a 15, it's a good success.
Yes, I will play an action card to take it to a 17.
All right, what's the base damage on your hammer?
Splat.
16.
All right, you don't even need to roll the bonus die. You take out all 3. What does it look like? You're coming in and out, Ben.
So I spin it behind me, up, diagonally, top, left to right, down in front of me. So it's head, ribs, pelvis, legs, shoulder.
Okay. 3 of the Gospog fall to the ground, leaving only 6 and the 11 zombies that have ripped themselves free.
Oh, he's a game.
You got this, bro. All right. So first of all, I have to make the reality check, right?
Well, it's one action. What are you going to do? Are you going to split it up?
Okay, and the approved is trick,
The approved is trick or
which
taunt.
I'm terrible at. I'm terrible at both those because my charisma is rough.
Probably not worth trying.
So
But it is Torg, so do what you
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the reality.
do with that will.
Yes.
The whole of the law of Torg. Crowley?
It's a 19. So
It's
that's,
Crowley. Or is it LeVay?
No, it's Crowley.
It's Crowley. Yeah.
so
LeVay
that's
It really wasn't.
that's a 19.
A 19.
Mhm.
All right. There is a clap of thunder inside the cur, and you get the feeling that you're this close.
Okay. I put my hands on both on the other sides of this other thing's head.
Was that a success or?
That was a success.
You know, it doesn't have to be this way. It could be that, in fact, instead of being nasty assholes to everybody, it could be that the good guys are in control because they're the good guys. And because people actually like them as opposed to being afraid of them.
There's a storm coming in as you attempt to flood the cur with PMA, positive mental attitude. You get the feeling that something definitely is coming after you.
Okay.
There is a storm coming. All Ords suffer 2 shock and disconnect. Reality rated characters must test reality and lose 1 possibility or 1 reality add if they have no possibility.
Can I just
Failure.
play this reality surge to avoid that?
Well, you can't
Oh.
because the dramatic line, yeah?
What is there a D on there?
Well, so here's the thing. Heroes are confused. You may not play cards from your pool this round.
That's not even the initiative one. Ah.
Wait. This one will still work.
Nope, we had this come up. Confused is the one thing that prevents you from playing a seized initiative in the thing.
What?
Because you either have to keep the previous one, or if the top one comes out, its effects happen, and then you get to choose to play a new one. But you cannot play cards out of your pool.
Such a huge bummer.
Yeah.
So it's in play, even if it's just revealed.
The confused thing specifically prevents
Okay,
this.
so we need to survive this round. That's our primary goal.
And it's a possible setback, which means if you fail, you drop back a step, and it does not allow you to go forward.
Okay, so no, we can't close it out, but we're getting.
And you hear the flapping of wings.
Oh.
So, bad news first, then good news?
There's good news?
There is good news
Okay.
with Zorba. So at this point, a Ravagon appears right next to Kowalski. This winged demon creature seems to be a hybrid between a massive humanoid demon and a pterodactyl. Long beak-like face.
From your pool. It's a cosm card.
Reaches down and grabs Kowalski and lifts him up and is going to attempt to pop your head off like a Tharkoldian dandelion.
Those are the ones with teeth.
Yeah, they are the ones with teeth. It's always a good idea to do that.
But also, it's a good thing I got the extra long current attachment cable.
Remember when I said I'm not going to feel bad about a lot of this? All right, so it lifts you up into the air and starts squeezing. What is your toughness, Kowalski?
My toughness is still 12.
13. Hey, Josh! Just in time. I don't know for what, though. Kowalski, that will be 2 wounds and 4 shock.
Okay, so 2 wounds takes me out.
So you need to soak.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
Can't.
And
I got a card for that.
I didn't do this.
I think if you look more closely, as the Ravagon reached down for the head, he was overconfident, and he has picked someone up by the head. But it is yours truly, because I'll use my bodyguard.
You're leaping down and using bodyguard?
As I will bodyguard Kowalski. So
Nice.
All
he's
right.
still
He
attached.
grabs you out of the leap, Brother Block, and drives your head into the stela while choking you. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 17.
All right. So yours is 12. I had that. So you will take a wound and 2 shock. And just because you pissed it off. No, we'll leave it at
I was
this.
gonna say, is this the Ravagon talking right now?
Oh, God is me. A wound and 2 shock.
cards are not played from your pool.
They are not played from your pool. And Confused specifically says you may not use cards from your pool this round. You may still gain Destiny cards. You may not play them.
Okay.
And you can add them to your pool as normal. You just can't play Destiny cards. So yes, you can play your Cosm card.
Gotcha.
10 on the soak roll.
10 on the soak roll, so you take nothing from this.
Nice.
All right. All right. Now, just for my own brain, the 21 zombies will dogpile. Will dogpile Brother Block.
21
It
zombies?
keeps summoning more.
What the heck?
So I roll once, and then I add 20 to it. Plus 2. This episode of Torg brought to you by math. 29. All right, so they hit you, Brother Block. They just dogpile on you.
I feel really bad.
What is not a dog pile? Is this like a...
It is the zombie pile.
I don't know. It reminds me like maybe more like, you know, those... I don't know, like a fish spawning? Where it just...
The Ravagon chummed the waters, and all of the piranhas leap on Brother Block. So, Brother Block, your toughness is 17, you said.
Yes.
Yes? All right, so that takes all of that out. So, Brother Block, it will still be 3 wounds and 6 shock. As the zombies add their combined things to a lot of things. Delilah, Kit, and Zorba, the remaining Gospogs come after you.
Are you alive, man?
+6 and +6 to the damage, Mr. Fury.
Okay.
Because of these guys. All right, Zorba. One of them hits you for a wound and 2 shock. The other's up.
I just use one of my force charges to.
It's absorb it, the gift of Azra
It
coming
just
to life.
doesn't. Just doesn't.
One of the zombies kind of reaches out, the Gospog reaches out to get you, and that flailing acid tentacle hits it right in the side of the face and burns completely through its head,
Oh, that's
dropping
exciting.
it to the ground with a natural 1. But the other one hits you for a wound and 2 shock.
Ooh.
Hit. Let's hit Delilah. One of them hits you. What is your toughness?
Oh, my toughness is 13.
13? 13 means you only take one shot as this thing kind of connects with you and tries to shake you, and you manage to pull off snapping fingers that are as brittle as dried twigs. Mr. Furious is giving you his possibility, Brother Black, for the soak roll. All right, that was the Ravagon. That was the zombies. That was the Gospog. The Cairn.
Can I also soak?
Yes, you may spend a possibility to soak. It is a reality roll.
Ooh. And if I mess up that reality roll, then
You take the wound.
Okay, but I don't like disconnect.
You don't disconnect. Kowalski. You want some different dice?
I can find it. It's not.
Shame them on the altar of shame.
I will.
Also,
can I have a pencil?
Yeah, of course. All right. So, as you are all, spotlights flood in from the west side of the building, and ropes come inside, and you can see that a quartet of people in like high turtlenecks and like balaclavas and night vision goggles and SMGs kind of come in through the window, and then behind them a fifth person drops, shaved head completely, goatee immaculately trimmed, and wearing a old Soviet era flak jacket, and he points at the zombies and he shouts something, and the guys open up. All right, and they mow down a bunch of the zombies with their SMGs.
Yay! Who are you?
You're unconscious in the hurt.
Okay.
However,
Who are you?
he points clearly at Zorba and says, "Make sure no harm comes to him. He is the one I want. We were sent for him." It is now your turn. What are you doing?
Fun.
Timing is good. Timing is good.
Who's going?
Okay, so we've got this crazy thing next to with the wings.
Yes, the Ravagon.
Okay. Can you try the harmonic wave on it again?
Did we get a D on this card?
It's a possible setback. There's nothing on this card.
So we got
Oh.
to pass.
You got to pass. It's a pass, or you drop back a step.
So it's a hold for me.
Okay. I'm gonna play this Supremacy Cosm card.
Okay.
On Ravagon.
What's it do?
For the rest of the scene, my attacks against him add 1
Bonus die.
bonus die.
All right.
Just get-
What?
It ends if he intimidates me.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Defend or taunt is the approved action. So you find this link. You see these guys come in, clearly trying to extract you, but you instead focus on the Ravagon. Let's start with you, Zorba. What's going on? Like, what are you doing with your turn?
I think this is time, finally, for Zorba to, like, engage in combat.
Okay.
Like, might be the time. She's gonna attack the Ravagon with his sword.
Do you want me to try to calculate weakness first to see if that helps even more?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna jump in front of him metaphorically and do calculate weakness on that.
Okay.
The Ravagon demon was like, I loved you in Soviet back and forth in love.
That was a natural 20.
The die shaming works.
I know.
Moly!
All right.
That one's 11.
All right. So that's a 41,
So it's a 41
which is a
12.
plus
Oh,
12.
that's a
plus 12
51.
Oh, it's a
51.
51. That is a plus 14.
plus 14 to. Oh gosh, I got too excited. I don't know. I'm
Well,
looking.
now you got. I mean, you're so close.
But you
If you
can't. You can't play cards out of your pool this round, Brother
Oh.
Block.
True, true.
So that's a. So it's a plus 14, right?
I'm sorry.
So it's a 29.
Okay, that's an outstanding success. What does it do for you?
Okay, so on an outstanding success, okay, find a weakness in one heavily in someone's armor or whatever, and Alice can make a called shot with a -4 penalty, and their attack gains 2 armor piercing. But with an outstanding success, it's an extra BD of damage.
Oh, she should be the one that should.
So
do
when
that.
you
But it's all of you guys.
yeah, so if you guys attack him, you can make a called shot at -6, but you will get +4 damage and an extra bonus die of damage.
Nice.
All right.
She did not, Mr. Furious, but with confused in play, they can't play glory even if they have it.
Also, doesn't another glory not help?
It would continue the effect.
Oh, okay.
All right, who's going next?
Zorba, you gonna
Sure.
whack it?
Sure. I'm gonna attack it. All right. So it's the called shot is at a -6.
It's a -6.
All right. I'm at a -8 though because I have law of nonviolence. But whatever.
Okay.
Or not? Yeah. Vow of nonviolence, which I immediately broke.
Very Zorba.
Yeah, didn't read it until you took the vow.
Sorry, I didn't have this vow before, but you know what? Now I do.
Yes, indeed. And that is a 19.
Excellent.
So,
A 6.
6 to my melee weapons. Well, that's a total of
I think it's 15.
7.
Isn't that 3 ads?
What's that? Yeah, it's 3 adds.
Yeah.
So it's 9.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna spend a possibility.
Okay, yeah, because its defense is you're meleeing it.
Yeah.
Would be 15.
Okay. That's a 12. So that's gonna be a.
Doesn't add anything.
No, it's a
Oh,
possibility.
total. That's right.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 20, 31. So 10.
Yep.
So 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, but I can't play any cards.
Nope.
Well, that's lame. So nothing happens.
Okay. You bring the sword down, and it kind of blocks with Brother Block's back, and it just skitters off the back of his coif for nothing. Who's going next?
How is Brother Block doing? Can I go help get these 20 plus?
The 13 other? So Brother Block is now in the middle of the pit right next to Kowalski, being bashed against the side of the stela.
So you
By the
didn't
way.
have nothing.
Yeah, shoot the Ravigon. You got the spell up. It's definitely time to do it.
Okay, I think maybe I will shoot that thing.
Okay, go for it.
But I want to use one of my cool shells,
All right.
probably the explosive shell.
All right, go for it. So, give me a melee attack or a fire combat roll. Final total is -6 because of the called shot.
So 17
It's +4.
plus 4 to, you said fire combat?
Yes.
12, so 16.
So a 16 is a good or a normal success against the Ravigon,
Nice.
which means so what's the base damage on your explosive shell?
Explosive shell causes a damage of 15.
All right, so this is actually going to be a damage of 19, and it's going to add an extra bonus die of damage.
Can I spend a possibility to make it outstanding?
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
Don't like this.
Got a 10. Do I roll again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And a 5.
So you're at 15 up whatever your original roll was. It was okay, that takes it to an outstanding success. So you'll roll, and it does have a small blast radius, which will also catch Brother Block in this, but it's fine. He's probably okay. All right, roll three dice, 3d6 of extra damage.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Got even lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 5 and 2, 6,
19 plus
3.
So 30.
30. Hey, Brother Block! You might need to soak, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
However, a 30 is up 15 on the Ravigon, which is 3 wounds and 6 shocks. So it is going to attempt to spend a possibility to soak. 12 is a 0. So its reality is a 15. So that would drop it to 1 wound and no shock. Oh, it's gonna try and spend its only remaining possibility. It's not enough. Okay, so it takes a wound. This thing goes off, and you see its face gets scorched. Its skin peels back. Its mouth is now in a much larger rictus grin. And when the smoke clears, his brother Block's still with us. Okay.
I just have a knack for hitting.
I know, this is great. Brother Block, you are up. You are being held by a Ravagon. You are under about 13 zombies. Wait a second. 10 zombies. And what are you going to do?
Well, first of all, my soak was a 16 on the last time I got hit.
Okay.
So if I hit first,
So-
we had to have hit some of the.
Yeah, that's why I dropped the zombie count.
All right, I'm pretty sure I'm still sitting at 2 wounds accumulated.
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom of the pit, and there are multiple plant things and zombie things and a Ravagon fighting us. And I assume that Kowalski is still comatose, right?
He is comatose.
So I've got him. I've pulled him up to me because they're attacking me, and the lights of the shield drone are going off as they touch it. 8 points here and a BD, 8 points and a BD, and I hold Kowalski's face and I say, "Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, and perhaps this is the end, but I want you to know, one, I have never had a friend as good as you, and two, that ham sandwich that you said I ate, and I said I didn't eat it, and you said, but my name was on it, and I said, oh, I didn't see it in the fridge, and you said, you wouldn't lie to me, and I said, well, I'm basically a saint, of course I wouldn't lie to you. I ate that ham sandwich. Oh, dear maker of the game, please give us one more life. And I pray out to heaven, and I got a 23 on my faith roll.
So that heals him all the way up, right?
-2 because it's for both of us. -2 for my wounds. So 19.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Light falls down, and Kowalski, you feel healed.
All the way up.
All the way up. What are you doing, sir?
Yeah, baby.
Don't mess up this reality roll. It's all down to you. As you kind of fight other you, it knocks you free, and the ground starts to fall out from beneath you.
Okay, so reality roll. All right. Get my possibilities ready. Oh. That's a 6.
Yeah, you definitely want that
Oh,
possibility.
possibility.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
good time. Good time for it.
So. Gosh,
That's a
darn
10. Brings it to 16, so it's a
16.
+3.
So, +3, and so I need a.
I guess you do a 16 exactly, doesn't it?
That's a 16.
Had not been for the save of the wounds, the healing right there.
We would be back to step B.
All right. That is all of our heroes. Don't forget to put a card in play.
Oh,
Got a D.
Get out is what the card says.
Okay.
Intimidation tests this round are favored. Villains go first. Heroes are still confused. Intimidate and trick are the approved actions. And on the side, there's an A, there's a B, and there's a D.
All right.
So
All right.
You just have to survive. And there are also...
We still can't play cards.
You
though.
still can't play cards.
So
Used.
15 total zombies at this point. And as Mr. Fury's pointed out, this was your last round left in the dramatic skill resolution. So, all right, the Ravagon just attacks Brother Block as if there is no tomorrow, as if it has nothing but vengeance for him and for Delilah. In fact, it may lash out at both of you. You saw that, right?
No.
It was a natural 20. And then a 10.
Great.
And then a 16. 46 is up 13 minus 2 for the dual attack is up 11. Brother Block, what's your melee defense?
Can a critical moment override the confusion?
I don't believe so, but while we wait for this, that's a good
Well-
question. Greg, can a critical moment override confusion? But go ahead, Brother Rock, what's your melee defense?
12 currently.
All right, so I actually, rolled a 13, so he's up 11. So it's 26 minus 12 is 14, so that'll be a... Brother Block, your toughness is 17 still?
Yes, sir.
Rolling 17. You will take 2 shock and do your damage back to me. Hit, what is your toughness?
Toughness.
What? Delilah, sorry, thank you. Can I get you guys to wear name tags?
13.
13? I think I've only been right in front of me. All right,
It's 12 damage to the Ravigon.
12 damage to the Ravigon. All right, so that's nothing to nothing. Your toughness?
13.
13? I'm so sorry. And vengeful.
You pissed it off.
Oh, I have all these other dice.
13, 6, 8. Delilah, that will be a wound and 2 shock as it just kind of. So confused stops cards from being played in your pool, and critical moment puts all of the cards into your pool
So
that you then have to spend. So
But it does say then you play them immediately.
right, but yeah, you can't play cards out of your pool at this point. That's what the
the
confused.
critical moment makes you really constipated.
Can she soak that? Or...
Taking the wound and 2 shock, or do you want
How
to
do
spend,
I soak it?
you spend a possibility and give me a reality roll? She's like, yes, I will do that.
All possibility.
All right.
It's never come up before.
What?
15.
15 reduces it to was that your
I
what's
have
your
it.
That was the route.
8.
8, and the 15 gets you to 10. So you will take no wounds and no shock from this.
That's great.
All right.
Once again, Delilah. Unharmed.
All right, so it's my Ravigon. My Gospogs are coming in. There are 5 of them. So Zorba, what is your melee defense?
My melee defense is 6.
That is a number.
Sure
And
is.
not a high one.
It's not a high one, no. So I'm up 4. So 2 of them hit you, both with good successes. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 10.
All right. So you will take 2 shock from the first one and 2 shock from the second one. So a total of 4 shock.
So that would clonk me out, but not kill me. Like, I haven't taken any wounds. That would just make me unconscious.
You can spend a force field to stop one of them.
Either of those 2, except for 2 shock, would knock me out. So I guess I'll just take it.
You're gonna get knocked out?
Yeah,
Okay, Zorba gets.
because I can't spend 2 charges of the force field in a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll spend 2 for it.
All right. Kit, 2 of them attack
It's
you.
go.
Okay.
One of them misses you. You guys hear this is bug zapper noise. There's a lot of bug zapper noises in Tharkol. You will take a wound and 2 shock.
Oh no. Okay. I would like to try and soak that.
Possibility.
I guess.
And then
This is a good one. That's a 16. So a 3 plus my reality of 12, so 15.
sorry, I'm reading the vow of none. So 15, you will take none. What happens? How does reality bend around you so you don't take this wound?
How does the Gospong attack?
With claws. It's undead fecund hands.
I like to think that this one kind of snags on one of my wrappings. That's like not really. That's like kind of hanging off me, but not really a thing. But it just like snags really bad, and it's like a really like when it like a hangnail situation.
So you sap it.
Or like when like my cats are like stuck in my comforter.
All right. All right. So that was my Gospogs, and then it's the pylon Brother Block. That's only 9.
Okay.
So -1, 5, so -4, so up 4. That does not hit your defense, Brother Block, with the shield drone, and it fries another one of them. All right, the SMG people are just moving forward, moving their MP5s very slowly, leaving no space large enough for, say, like a man-sized hole. These 4 are moving; they're advancing slowly, methodically, and the guy behind is calling out shots. They take out 6 more of the zombies. They are almost to you, and you can see one of them slings the SMG and pulls out a pair of zip ties.
Oh,
That kind of would say you did.
You guys get to go.
save me.
Guys, it's your last round. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to start with Kowalski and just see what happens,
Yes.
or do you want to end with Kowalski?
No, let's see what happens.
Let's see now.
Okay. All right. I got one possibility left, so I can't play any cards. So
Oh, because we also can't play cards.
Yep.
Ooh.
can they give me possibility?
Nope. The chat is the only thing that can give you possibility, but you can't spend more than 1 on a roll.
Okay. Here we go.
No pressure, Ben.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can still play that Cosmo card.
Natural 20.
No! Roll again.
And an 8 or a 10 or an 8. No, an 8. So that's
8.
28. So that'll get us there. Yep. So 9 plus 13. So 22.
22.
The mathematician.
Yeah, the basic math. We defer to it and matters mathly.
You're not just a mathematician in the game when it comes to additional language.
Thank you, Josh. In case I need it.
All right. So at this point, red and blue energy just starts flying out from the stela as there's this popping noise, and your cable comes ripping back into your arm as you grab the other version of you and you pull its horns off and impale it with asphalt horns.
And then I headbutt it.
And then you headbutt it. Its visage sort of cracks, and there's this wet splorching noise as you headbutt through the asphalt face, asphalt metal and flesh face, and crush the brain underneath.
Should have got a brain case, sucker.
Yes. Yes.
At this point, the stela has been wrenched out of the network, and things start rapidly changing. You can hear the sound of a reality storm starting to break loose above you. You can see part of the wall of this building is suddenly like awash back in glory, like like a bolt of lightning, red and blue lightning hits, and suddenly the stained glass is back in the window. The stone seems newer. One of the guards, the guy who was holding the zip ties, is now standing there in like a khaki shirt and vest, and is holding a Tommy gun and a set of handcuffs. And he looks very confused. So the stela you guys have discovered and destroyed, you have switched this from a dominant Tharkold zone into a mixed zone between Tharkold, the Nile Empire, and a bit of Core Earth. That was your turn. You guys have ripped a stela out of the network, and I did not think that was going to happen. You still have to survive. Who's going next?
So who's still here?
Recap, please.
Well, the 8 zombies crumble to dust.
Great.
There are 5 Gospogs and a Ravagon.
Okay. my calculate weakness is still in effect.
Was that
If anyone wants to
perfect?
attack the Ravagon.
Pull the plug.
So I'll let you guys go
Nice.
first if you'd like.
I want to attack the.
The Ravagon?
Yes.
Go for
So
it.
it's got the thing.
So is anybody still near? Can I shoot it again, or should I use?
Brother Block is still right up there.
Okay. So.
Oh, do you want to try and get away from it first?
What's your other shell that you picked up?
Well, I have
Destroy Steelist.
I have the liquid fire shell and the adamant shell.
The adamant shell would probably be a really good one to use at this point.
Let's use that.
If you would like to use the liquid fire gun one, that does not. Oh, it's a small burst, and you would coat Brother Block with sticky liquid that is also. No, you don't want to do that. Okay.
So adamant.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Now we can do a base.
-6.
Minus how much?
-6 to hit the exposed weakness.
Roll a 9.
Possibility?
Yeah.
Go for it.
13.
All right, so that's a 22. So it's a +8. What's your fire combat?
Is it 12?
Is a 12. All right. So you got a total of 14 against this thing, which hits. And what's the base damage on your adamant shell?
Base damage. These shells are designed to causing armor piercing 4.
And then what's the base damage on your gun? 15, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so that drops it to
Or sorry, 14.
14. Okay, so 14 plus 4 from your bonus damage, and roll a bonus die of damage. So we're at 18 to start. 18, 23 minus 12 is 10. That is a 2 wounds and 4 shot, and he has no possibilities left to soak.
23 minus 12 is 11.
Is 11? Thank you, Math Magician. What's it look like?
Killed it.
You killed it.
Kill
You
it?
killed
You
it.
did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just. All right. You put a furrow through this thing's skull.
He's rather gone.
And now give that back.
It's a dark hole.
Darkhold
Oh.
possibility. All right. There is now just the 5. It was an intimidating thing, man. That's a dominance move.
Alright.
There are the 5 Gospogs.
Oh, so I actually haven't gone yet.
You haven't
then.
gone yet. Neither has Brother Block, neither has Zorba.
Okay.
Wake now.
So the Godspogs, are they all hanging out together?
They are very close.
To each other?
Yeah.
But what about to us?
No, you can probably, if you want a Molotov cocktail.
We
this-
all know that that's what I want to do. That the stelae is destroyed, so I'm definitely doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their dodge is 8, so
Okay.
good luck.
18!
Plus 5.
So 5 plus my melee weapon or missile weapons, so an 11.
An 11. That is enough to hit the Gospog.
Awesome.
Do you have a possibility? Do you want to bump it up a bit at all?
I do not have a possibility.
Then
Thank you.
go away, Josh. Josh is saying fireball away. It's true. All right, so what is the base damage on your Molotov cocktail?
14 medium blast engulfed in fire. This
14,
time, not me.
not you. So the medium blast will hit 3 of them out of the 5, and 14 damage is enough to inflict 1 wound on each of those. So there are now 2 remaining Gospog.
Nice. Clean up.
I'd like to say it is fitting that it was Kowalski who took out this stela, considering it was his glory.
It was his glory.
To
It
just be
was.
punched so glorious.
Brother Black.
Over to Zorba, and I will cradle him in my arms. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, but
He's-
remember that one time you went to the bathroom and you came back and you said, "Did you mess with my martini?" And I said, "No, I didn't mess with your martini." I messed with your martini. And then I will pray to heal him.
I was hoping he was was gonna say no, but I ate your ham sandwich.
The best part
Just
is
a tag.
I've only taken like 6 shock, no wounds.
That's right.
I'm just
But
a
now
little
you know all your
frazzled.
shock was gone, buddy.
No,
Just-
he used the force field to soak up the last of the shock. So do you
I
want?
thought he passed
No,
out.
no.
Oh.
Do you want? Would you rather wait in
No,
with your?
no, I'm not going to do that then.
Okay.
That's what-
Taking
All right, there are 2 goth pods left. Go for it, David Block.
All right. I'll just hit the Gospog for 9 each.
What do you confess to the goth?
Here's the thing: 9 each is a basic success on both because they have a. Oh no, they have a. No, you missed with both on a 9. Do you want to use a possibility?
Nope.
Okay, Zorba, it is you.
I have so many good cards. And
None of them
I can
still
use
count.
none. I can use none of them.
Yeah.
I am going to try and revive Kowalski.
I think I'm already awake, right?
He's already awake.
Yeah, because I was all the way healed up, and then I popped out.
Greg is suggesting try a boss move and intimidate your would-be captor to let you walk away.
Oh, okay.
We got a +1 from Mr. Fury.
The captor or the guy who's leading them, he's not returned back to.
No, he's still Tharkoldian. Yeah, he is reality rated, which means you would get to draw 2 destiny cards and pick. You would get a destiny card for intimidating him.
Okay, and what's a Tharkold?
Oh, I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
You do it?
Yeah. Why not?
All right, go for it.
I will try to intimidate him by just sort of leaning on the stela
That's now dead.
pulling out a match and just lighting it on the stela's like bent, severed, acid dripping
Yeah.
tentacle,
Yeah.
and
Stumpticle.
lighting
Yeah.
lighting a nice cigar
Okay.
and just blowing the smoke ring out in the direction of whoever this guy is.
You don't want to say anything. You're just gonna
No,
let your demeanor speak for itself.
we're distant.
Yeah,
There's
go
no-
for it.
You know.
Kowalski's laying on the ground and looking up.
Yeah. Your mouth is filled with pennies or teeth and blood. You're really good.
But that was cool, man.
It's an 11, so it's a 0. So my intimidate. Ooh, my intimidate is not high. So that's only a 7. I'm gonna spend this Starkhold possibly.
Go for it. It works like a regular one. You can spend it for re-rolling bonus damage, and if you
Oh.
spend it to soak, it definitely only reduces the shock by half as opposed to 0. You got to suffer just a little bit.
10.
Okay, so you are at 17.
That doesn't explode.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
17 is 34, which is a plus 10.
Plus
Oh.
10, so that gives me.
So it was a 27 plus the original.
Yeah, plus the yep, plus the original 7.
So it is. My
And the
intimidate is a total of 17 then.
A total of 17 is a good success. So as he kind of is coming forward cockily, you blow the smoke, and he kind of pauses, and he looks around at all of the carnage and your complete disdain for all of it.
And none of which I have caused.
You jumped off a tentacle, man.
Listen, I was sent here by the last Turk to pick you up, but perhaps we should remove ourselves from this site. It's soon going to be crawling with more Thorkaldu. Would you like a ride out of here?
Absolutely.
All right. As you guys defeat the last 2 Gospon with grace and ease, I assume with
Aplomb, even.
with aplomb. I assume Delilah is just walking by and like putting around in each of them. And as you board these old Soviet era transport helicopters, everyone gives Kowalski a strange look, and the act comes to the close as you fly off. And you can see in the distance a massive gallows that has been built. but not like a gallows like you would expect. It looks like a ring with barbs, and the barbs are of different length. And as you watch, they sort of move in and out. There's no one there yet. And you can see massive screens have been set up around it. That is where you think the person you saw in your vision, that is where this sacrifice will be going on soon. And as you fly away to the whoop, 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 the act is over. You all get 5 experience points. And I will refill all of your parts and possibilities next week. Guys, that was shocking. Like, well done. So that was the first stela that has ever been removed in any Torg game that I have ever run. Yes, I have never had a group go after a stela. So great job, guys. That is amazing. I will talk to you more about this. But check out all the other great shows that we have on the Iconic Production channel. We do Behind the Screen twice a week, live on at 10 a.m. Central. I'll be talking about the Dark Souls role-playing game this Thursday morning. And then we will be back on Monday with our Deadlands game. I know what I'm talking about. Our Deadlands game will be returning on Monday night, and we will be back with more Faites 5 on next Tuesday. And the second half of this month, we will have a very special B-Team game. The return of the B-Team. I'm very excited about this. Ben will still be here, and Ben will still be here. But Zorba will have the night off, and Kit and Delilah will have the night off. So, thank you, everyone. Mr. Furious, as always, thank you for being our man on the spot with the rules. I greatly appreciate that. Greg, thank you for showing up and participating in this. And to everyone in the chat who's watching this on YouTube, and most importantly, to the Faites 5, thank you so much. This game is amazing. I love running it for all of you. We will be back next week with more Torg on Torg's Day 9. Until then, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. Have a good one.